James Eagleman impromptu conclusion on using Berger 135 Classic Hunters in class. I'll just kind of throw this out there. We bought these during the COVID fiasco way back when, and this is a phenomenal bullet for deer, antelope, mule deer. Is it consistent? Well, we shot it through the whole course on all the guns, and I will tell you that it is a little bit more accurate than the 140 ELDMs, and it was more consistent. We had about 20, 25, 28 feet per second less extreme spreads. Downside, there's no way we're gonna keep buying this for school. All right, but for you guys that are hunting and shooting long range, this is a really good bullet and good ammunition, good gunpowder, and they're using, I believe, still Lupo brass when Capstone bought this company. So, I'm about to use it on the level 2. The level 2, we're gonna run these out to 1,604 yards. So I'll give a little brief, probably on Facebook, probably not do a video on how it performed at 1,604 yards. Last level 2, we did use one gun with it. This time we're using all the guns, just like we did. What I'm trying to do is use it up. I've got a couple more cases of it. It's been sitting here for a long time. And we decided, you know what, let's just use it and set aside the 140s. Now on that note, we're gonna test the SIG ammunition. I've been talking with the gentleman who's in charge of that, and they got the 140 Sierra Match Kings in it, and they seem to be fairly consistent. And I will compare them to the ELDMs. Like I said, I don't work for anybody. I don't owe any company. I just tell you the truth. So I will compare it to the Hornady ELDMs, just like we've been doing for years, using that in class. And they've been working pretty good for the longest time. All right, change situations. So we've been running the SIGs for years and years and years, and we just started playing with the new 4000 from Vortex. So straight off, I'm gonna tell you, the beams are very similar. I can range everything with the Vortex that I can with the SIG 8K. This is the one that I had broke the record with in Montana at the Crow Indian Reservation for the longest one-shot kill at the Crow Indian Reservation. Here's the cool part. I really like the big sensor holes for the temperature and humidity, where the SIG has really small stuff on it. So it does take longer for the SIG to grab the stuff. The compass, I did set the compass on this last level 2, which was about a week ago. So I'm gonna see if it's still holding. These tend to hold, but none of them are really good digital compasses. I'll tell you right now, you always gotta make sure you check them when you get to a new hunt location. All right, downside. No wind buttons on the outside. Takes a long time, in my opinion, to get into the menu, change all the wind. And after 38 years plus of shooting long range, wind changes every 3 to 8 seconds. I'm sorry, 3 to 6 seconds. Get that 8 out of there. It changes every 3 to 6 seconds, which means by the time I set the wind and rearrange the animal, the winds change. So let's talk about the Vortex 4000. Wind buttons are right here. I can literally look through it right now, change the wind right now, and then range the target. So within that 3 to 6 second window, I have the wind change. Downside, 1 mile an hour increments. I would love to see this in half a mile an hour increments. I'm talking to one person, I won't say his name, at Vortex, and hopefully they'll be able to do that. This is running applied ballistics, which has been a good solver for years. This is running the geo ballistics, which is also a good solver. Honestly, I see them as very similar as far as what they both do. Downside to geo ballistics, just like applied ballistics, you're not able to true BCs, you're able to true velocities. So I'm not a fan of truing velocities. It's what we always had to do back in the day with these, and it always gave us error at closer ranges compared to what we trued the velocities at. So, cool part is you can use Eagle Ballistics and either one of them, get the BC from EB and plug it in either one of these and it'll fix it. So that makes it work really nice. So conclusion of Vortex 4000 compared to the 8K, $1,500, $800, it's no bueno, no braino. All right, I am going to pick this because it's a whole lot cheaper and it does everything this does. And it does it a little better because of the wind buttons. Now, does it range any different? Nope. I'm able to range every one of those life-size animal targets with either one. Is the glass clear? Yeah, it's clear in both. Actually, the Vortex looks brighter. Hate to say that, Sig. But again, I would love to see it in half-mile-an-hour increments, and I would love you guys to fix your ballistics. I know SIG can't. SIG's got to stick with AB. But I'd like you guys to fix it and allow you to true BCs. So, all right, hopefully you guys enjoy this. I will give a quick shout out after the level 2. I got 2 days starting Monday, Tuesday. And this is where we use the Berger ammunition on the whole level 2 course. And we're gonna use this on the whole level 2 course. And of course, we'll run the 10Ks like we always do on the other guns. And let the students decide. Again, I'm all about the end user, not my opinion. Every opinion I have, I try to make it professional, not personal. But I always like to get the students' opinions because they're the end user. All right, thanks for joining us. James at Barber Creek Long Range Shooting School. Thanks for joining us.